Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video it's going to be my Air Tycoon 4 series. Now last time we were setting up routes or inaugurating the 737-800 into the airline, replacing the MD-90s. So now the only Douglas aircraft, or McDonnell Douglas aircraft that we have left is the MD-11, which we are going to be doing next episode. As I said, hopefully by then we should be in the 21st century, but today I'm going to be doing some other things which I think should just give us a little bit of an edge in the domestic and regional market. So yes, as I did point out last episode, we have got a few months until the 21st century, and I don't want to just go through all the turns and just waste all this time when we could be doing all sorts of routes and getting more money, and then we lose time and valuable time that we could do, because I've realised that that's been a lot of the cases that have happened. So as I did say last episode, there's so many places we need A321s. There's literally loads of them, and I think for the 737-800 there's going to be a lot more A321s. I think there's going to be there's only really half the amount of 737s than there is A321. That's what I'm basically saying. And it's simply because there is quite a few places that 737s to go to. I mean, especially from New York, that's the place where I need to hook up from. But there's so many A321 routes that need to be in. There's so many, and there's so many 737 routes as well, which I think could possibly have an A321 on. But I saw, so yes, we need to get these A321s then. This aircraft is very, very helpful to our airline. This is probably the most useful aircraft, if anything, because it allows us to, this is our proper domestic and regional aircraft that we have, the A321. I mean, as I said, we've got the 737, but I mean, when we got the A321, it's, even though I didn't really make it a grand ceremony when we got it, it was it's now become to be quite a profitable little plane that we can keep using. So yes, we're going to be ordering 20 of these, hence why I just ordered 10 and now I'm ordering 10 more. So yes, now we're gonna have 101 of them. Wow. So yes, we'll need to put those in, but yes, we're gonna go through some of the worst months of the year. March and April. April's our worst. Are we gonna go below 300 million? Because before I didn't. I think now I might just dip below it, simply because I've upped the investment costs in the advertising and the customer service level as well. So yeah. Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. I just need to investigate this. Is it going down that low? Is there an oil crisis going on or something? What is happening? What is happening? Nothing. I have no clue. I really don't. Let's just have a quick look, because I think that might be a bit... I mean, what's that? Well, that's the difference, you idiot. Yeah, just turn that down a bit. Right, so we've got those all delivered. So let's waste no time then. I think I'll do the A321s first, simply because there's just so many that I just want to put in and I just want to hook up, and then we'll do the 737-800s afterwards. I think I'll just come back and say these are the routes I'll put in, and then start doing the 737. So let's go then. after probably 40 minutes of setting up those routes, having to take my SD card out and then delete some files and move some files over because it was completely filled up with pictures and stuff from holiday, which I haven't moved yet. We've now finally got those 20 A321 routes in. Good grief, that took a while. I started doing some from New York because I thought there was some from New York, but I just noticed that in New York, if I just show you quickly, we are getting close to we're close to the amount of slots that we have left in this level of airport. As you can see, it's I don't know if you can see that because terrible quality in this recording. I know, I'm going to try and get it sorted out. We've got 1,700 and we've got 1,541 of them out of that, and I wanted to do a bunch of 737 routes from here because there's a lot more 737 routes which I think we need to do from there, so that's why I stopped doing it from there. As you can see by the thing, the red in St. Louis, I also managed to set up every single one of the A321s that I just completely no, I didn't set up every single one of the A321s, I just mean I use up every single slot now, so that needs to be upgraded. And in fact, why don't I do that now? So yes, in fact, that should just upgrade it by itself, shouldn't it? I don't know, I don't want to take the risk. Plus I've got quite a bit of money. How much is it to upgrade? If it's screaming amounts then I won't, but if it isn't then it should be okay. I don't know why to do that. I want this one here. 550,000, just take 3 months. There we go. Let's just get that going then. We've got only just under 7 billion, but we can make that up from the amount of money that we're going to be making this, hopefully. So then I did that, and then I also went from Los Angeles as well. That's where I did most of it. I went loads from Los Angeles after I started doing ones from New York, and then when I pretty much couldn't find any more from there, I went from St. Louis and hooked up to the places like Phoenix and like all of the high really popular places which I saw, which I didn't actually hook up to yet, which was like Los Angeles, Phoenix and stuff. What am I looking at? A321. 101 A321s now. Fun, right? Really is, isn't it? Right, let's go down to the bottom. I'm going to have to try and find where it is. Is it there? No, it will be... Oh no, because I did some more London routes, didn't I? I think that's where I started saying I'm routes, yes it was. So I went from New York to Chihuahua, Mazatlan, Tampico, Tucson, then I went from Los Angeles to Cancun, Nassau, I think, or Nassau, or something like that, Quebec, Spokane, Corpus, Christi, Caracas, Pittsburgh, Freeport, Ottawa, Managua, and Key West, and then I went from St. Louis to Denver, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and Caracas, and then I went to Caracas from New York, so I thought, well, because that was when I had one A321 left, I was like, where should I set up the route to? And then I thought, well, there's this place called Caracas, I think it's the capital of Venezuela. But I don't know why I hadn't set up routes there before. Oh no, I think it was closed. Yeah, I kept on going there, it was closed. When did it open? I bet it opened without me noticing, didn't it? That's Zimbabwe. Yeah, there. I don't know how I didn't see that, but apparently. Wow, okay, we're getting loads of passengers and fuel prices going down quite dramatically. Anyway, yes. I need the 737s now, so yes, I'll actually get those done. Up, but I just realised as I was doing that you know that time, I can't remember how many episodes ago it was now, where I was like, oh my god, I set up 25 routes, I've never done that before. I've just realised that this time I set up 30, so I've already smashed that record, so... Fun. Right, where did we go to? And they were all from New York, so... Right, 737s. I've got 58 now, so yeah, we are getting up in the amount that we have, but as I said... I did say that once we put them in there would be a huge upsurge in the amount that we actually put in, so Here we go. So I went from New York to Knoxville, Mobile, Birmingham, Nashville, Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Duluth, Roseburg, Little Rock and Shreveport. So we've got those in now. So yes, I just want to see our profits because these should rocket up because we've got all those A321 routes now and then we've got all those 737 routes. Our passenger numbers should go through the roof. I mean, I'm surprised if they don't go above 5 million. Look how many passengers I got! Good grief, but yeah, as we're coming into the summer now, they should, look at that, 30 routes. I'm 395 routes now! I set myself a goal to try and set up 300 routes, and we've got the 757-300, I'm not going to be using it. Set my goal to set up 500 routes by the end of the series. We've already got 100 more to go! Good grief, we're at 503 million now. Look at that. Look at the passenger numbers, that's getting close to what it would be at our highest, like before we even set up these routes, so these are definitely helping. I mean, these are all about connectivity. I mean, just look how many routes are across there now, and whoa, we've got a bunch of planes going out of production now. Well, we've got, A310 was in June, then we had the 737-500 and the DC-8-71. Are the DC-8s finally going out of production, or is there one still there? No, this one's still there. We can see what we're going to get in July, but it's August what we want to be looking at because that gets a really high profit. 651 million. Now that was pretty much roughly, that's just under what we were making last summer, I think. Hang on, we broke 5 million passengers already. This is what this has done. We've got 300,000 passengers just with all those routes that we set up. Wow, just wow indeed. We've got the St. Louis to be upgraded. In fact, should I do New York as well? And oh my god, we've got a bunch of stuff we need to do. Yeah, I think I might upgrade New York as well, because that needs doing. I think I missed a few pages with counters. I got most of them. What I did is I went round every single time I went into a place. Most of the time I'd had to put another one in because they only had one counter and one office each. And so I just had to do that, but apparently I missed a couple of them. Of course I wouldn't I? Right, let's just put these ones in then. Well, that needs 3, this is about 50%, and that one just needs another one. So bring it up to 2, there we go. As we do that, get rid of that, I want to upgrade New York. I think Los Angeles is also getting close to it as well, and in fact Heathrow needs upgrading. They all need upgrading! You really do, right. Let's upgrade New York. And St. Louis has already been done, and then we need to do Heathrow as well, that needs upgrading. And as you can see, we're at full slots already, but yeah, I mean, how many did I have? Oh yeah, I only have like 12 left, so if I want to set up routes here again I can't, so... Jesus! 1.2 billion! My god, right. Let's not do Los Angeles yet, I don't think Los Angeles quite needs it. But we are at 1624. We can cross every time we come to it, really, to be honest. I think that the 777, we're going to get the 777 in. We're not going to set up any routes from this point onwards, so yeah, I just don't want to just do this at all. That's almost the highest profit. That isn't our highest profit. That's definitely not our highest profit, but that's definitely higher than we were getting, so that is definitely making an impact. We had 678 million as our highest. I think the reason why we're not getting it now is because we've got increased costs from slots. We changed up the advertising, the investment costs. We've added a lot of costs on, so that is understandable. But the highest profit we ever made was 678 million, and look how close we are to that now. So, yes, A321s and stuff like that, they're good. Right, now I am going to check the routes now. I'm not going to forget this time. I'm going to actually do this. So, in fact, this episode, should we just go into the 21st century this episode? Let's see out the 20th century with this airline so far. We've got more places which needs it. Yes, we do. I can't remember the way that you had to do to actually get so you could actually get enough. Basically, you could have a look at all of your airports, and then it showed you whether there was whether they were struggling with their counters and offices. Maybe we'll have to do that. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at all these routes then. I just want to have a look at them in general because it's some of the highest profits ever. Look at that A321. Look at that A321 is just... look at the profits. That's I mean, even going to Caracas, which isn't that high, it's not that high in tour and business. That's still got 82% occupancy, and that's about 3.5 million in profit, so that's staying. And all the other ones which I put in. I mean, look at all these. Look at them all. These are just the A321s which I've just put in. 4 million, 4.5 million, 4 million. Look at them all. I don't think a single one's ever broken 5 million. I think about, by the looks of it, 4,877,000 is the highest we've got in any A321 profits. We haven't actually broken 5 million, which I didn't think we would. I mean, just 4.5 million on these routes is extremely good. I mean, just look at them all. Right, we're going to have to get past all of these. I just want to go to the... Hang on. I swear I saw a 5 there. I must be dreaming. Yeah, I think I was dreaming. Anyway, 737-800, here we go. Look at this. From the top, those are the ones which I set up this episode. 3.5 million. Well, that's 3.7 million there. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, A321s, they'll do. It seems like A321s will do about 4.5 million, and the 737s will do about 3.5 million. So that'll be the general trend of our profits here. But I mean, just look at them. We are doing very, very good with these. And I mean, even if they're not exactly 100% occupancy, I mean, look at that. Look, going to Mobile, that's and Knoxville. They haven't got it, but they're still making over 3 million. And for me, if they're making still like 3 million, and even if they're making 2.5 million, I'd still be I'd still think that they are quite profitable. So right then, that's quite good. Now we're going to see the huge decline. In fact, let's see the report of our passengers, because I just want to see the passenger numbers that we've had, because it's going to shoot up. Look at that! We had a steady climb. I think that we set up routes then. Probably a few then. Don't think we set up anything here. In fact, why has that gone down a bit? I don't know. But then, thump! Wow, that's gone up, and cargo was nothing. About the company summary. Good grief. I think, is that drop there when I sold my MD-90s? 1996, yeah, that's when I sold my MD-90s. In fact, no, it's not. Because I did my 737s in 1998. Why is that like that? I don't actually know. What would that be? What did I put in 1996? Was that... No, hang on. Let's have a look at this. What did I put in 1996? A330s? No, they came out earlier than that. I don't know. No idea, really. I don't know what that was. I don't know why we dropped there, but we are going up in the world. So yes, right, next turn. Let's just, as I said, let's just see out the 20th century with this airline. I think that, yeah, we can then go into the 21st century. Then next episode, as I said, we will be doing the 777-200, because that does need doing. That does need to be put into service, because yes, we are starting to. The MD-11 is now out of production. We're needing a replacement for it. We're making our whole airline really efficient. We need to make it efficient in the long haul as well, because it is the second most used aircraft in our fleet. It used to be only by a slight margin. It was only the AC-21 was ahead by a slight margin, but now it's ahead by a much bigger margin, since I just put 20 more routes with it in. Yes, right. Come on. Well, we've got 2 airports done now, so that's good. I don't have to worry about them. So let's do that then. I mean, the only reason I was just upgrading them, like, simply because when there's slots, because I know there's probably going to be slot increases for a lot of these routes. Because in fact, hang on, how fast is the 777-200 compared to the MD-11? I'm going to have to look at the MD-11 myself. I can't do it in there because they stopped selling it about 2 years ago now, or a year ago, something like that. Oh, a year ago, I think it was 1998. That's Mach 0.82. I believe the 777's Mach 0.85 or 84. I don't know, what is it? It is 8.4, so yes, we are going to need a few slot increases here and there. So I'd imagine that we're going to need quite a few slots in all of my airports for that, because I mean they go, apart from St. Louis obviously, but they do go from quite a few places. These MD-11s, so yes, right. Just 2 months left of the 20th century. We're now going to go from November, we're going to go into December, and then into the 21st century. I'm gonna party like it's 1999. I don't know what I'm doing. We're literally just passing turns in a virtual game, and I'm getting excited. What is my life? Let's just see what the profits are in the last ever year of the 20th century as we go into the 21st. Dun 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 dun. 666 million. I am not complaining with that. That's pretty good. Yes, because Christmas, you don't get the highest profits in Christmas. When I got higher profits in Christmas than the next summer, that's what surprised me. And that was when I'd meddled about with the prices, I think. So, yeah, that's what surprised me. But now, yeah, that is a clear difference. And I mean, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be making loads of money. It should probably make about as much money as July does. Well, in fact, no, that's between July and August. So, it's the second most profitable month of the year for my airline. So, yes, it's a very, very important month. And it's only 1 month as well. Like, November's nearly as bad as April. And then suddenly it goes up there. And then January is like, I don't know, like September or something. Really is. And there we go, the 737-300Fs now will be reduced, I don't care. The World Cup in Sydney will be held soon, apparently, but now we are in the 21st century even. Yes, Queen Victoria's still on the throne apparently, so yes. We're now into yes, I know what I'm saying. So now I'm going to have to go through in fact, why did I renovate all my planes? Why did I renovate all my planes? Because I'm going to have to try and renovate all the cabins. Oh, gosh. Oh, God, indeed. So, yes, we're going to have to do that. Oh, Jesus, especially at the 21s. Oh, good grief. Let's hope that some of them are decreased in their satisfaction on the aircraft, because, yes, hopefully that means that we can just upgrade them just like in all one go. Why did I renovate them? That was such a stupid idea. Maybe Concorde I should be able to? No, not even Concorde. Fokker 70? Surely Fokker 70. Oh yeah, Fokker 70. In fact, we can do that now. We can do that now, since that's pretty much every single aircraft, I should imagine. I mean, the Fokkers, they don't have that much satisfaction, but seeing as we're a monopoly in this world, apparently, with the airlines, I think we should be okay. So, anyway, yes. Alright, new seats. Like, personally, I think those are the most comfortable seats. That just does not look comfortable. Well, I don't know. Because it looks like hard plastic, doesn't it? I don't know. Is that just me? It probably is just me. Really known for that, aren't I? Right. No. See, what? That must be why. Because sometimes that happens, and I'm like, why is it cancelling the request? No idea. Oh, we've got all 40 of the planes this time. That's good. So yes, that'll be the first airliner, that we have upgraded. So yes. Very good. I don't know how long this episode's gone on for, but I mean, I'm sure it's gone not quite long enough yet. Let me have a look at all the airports. I think it's that one. Is it that one? Yes, it is. This is the one where you can see the amount of people, the amount of slots or satisfaction on all of them. What am I saying? Where you can see all of the different how much is being used of the counters and stuff like that. I mean, look at that, Aberdeen already. This is what I need to be using if I'm trying to find out how bad these are getting, because I mean, I think I saw at the bottom there, Athens. It had it looked like that Athens had 91% on the counters. So yeah, I mean, this is just the thing that is going to be really useful. I think I should be using it a lot more often. So yeah, basically I do it if it's not under 50%, and I do it. Oh, look at Albuquerque. See, this is what. This is what I miss. If I just miss it, this is what happens. It just sits there, and then I won't do it until it literally gets so bad that the game complains at me, and then it'll get sorted out. Just like every single blooming multinational company, aren't I? Anyway, I'm gonna keep on doing this. In fact, I think I'll just do more of that offline. As I said, I think I'll do. Let me just sort out Athens, because that's just so bad that I just need to sort it out. That's like 92%. I mean, that's probably got like 3 or 4 aircraft going at me, so that's probably why. It's only got 2 counters. Really has. Anyway, yes, that'll be it then. End of this episode, I think. So, got loads of routes set up. Look how many routes we have in America now. I mean, before there was quite a few, when we had all the subordinate routes, and even when we had the ones with New York and Los Angeles. But now look at it. So many. Yeah, London is the only one that isn't really like that, because look, I mean, I've barely hooked up to Eastern Europe. I mean, look at Western Europe. I've pretty much hooked up to every place you can imagine there. I'm pretty much waiting now for the Embraer rejets to come out, because once the Embraer rejets come out, I can replace my Fokker 70s. I can do the lower popularity scale of it. One thing I want to do is I want to replace all of these 737s, which are on routes from Los Angeles to places, well, not like that, but like Kennewick, Billings, and Missoula. I mean, look at that. They're so low capacity. What's this like? 95. I don't know. So I don't know, but yeah, hopefully with Embraer E-Jets. In fact, the Embraer E-Jets, they have business, don't they? So yeah, this will definitely be an improvement over the Fokker 70, even though the Fokker 70 does have business, because I've looked on the KLM website and they do. So don't know why this game doesn't do that. Anyway, yes, that'll be the end of this episode here. I've rambled on for quite a while, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video if you search that one as well. Bye!